Dramatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like
work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, huh?
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
It's contagion, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, one for the sake, boy, till there's nothing left. I'm a run to the bed until we all got them buckets. I'm a run for the sake.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Following the interception, Love into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard. Gain up to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Henry runs his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now Jackson. Forced it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
5 yards. It's 2nd down.
After the sack on first down, Jackson being chased out left. And that is incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Hardman on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Dolphin football.
at their own 17-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 19-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Love will try with his legs. Firing quickly out wide is Love. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
That's good.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Dolphins 14, Browns 0.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Jackson. That's caught by Montgomery. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in from Miami. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as, that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Flush to his right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
21-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Throwing again. Love. Reception here by Ruggs. About 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins head on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Browns 0. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. To Marcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Melvin Ingram showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Henry Ruggs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Lambo on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Browns, nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin White, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards, a first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw again is Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Throwing again, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Down and 10.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own read.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Love fires that quickly outside. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Henry Ruggs on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
It is good.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the route is on here in this first half.
Nothing. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 46 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
And my goodness, another interception. Jackson picked off at the 38.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts
On the play.
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long for Love. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
Brandon, I think you
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes.
And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Dolphins. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Dolphins 77. Browns.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Montgomery. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards. And it's
on 3rd down, Jackson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
at their own 18-yard
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 61 yards. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Browns' 13-yard line.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Again, it's Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
Back at the 16-yard line.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin White picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Off the play fake, Love. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been
and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Mecole Hardman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And this offense continues to pour it on.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now here is another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Love, they go play action now. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Henry Ruggs,
29 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Browns on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Play fake. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Nicole Hardman, the intended target.
For a Miami Dolphin. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's what...
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks.
And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
4 yards.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Maurice Hurst. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5.
On play action. Love to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 85 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Third down.
That's caught by Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
A gain of 14. And the Browns first down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Browns on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be third and forever. And now another one thrown incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 10 yards.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Here's Sam Cook now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Play action this time with Love. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Oh, that was sweet.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
Throwing after the interception. Jackson, he's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
To 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp. And now
this is caught at the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good, and the lead will swell by one more.
Set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know, the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pull it up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's no, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look